Live at 5 is coming at you live on another Wondering Wednesday. This is Fly World Media. That's right. Fly World Media is now in your ear, in your face right now. I'm your guy, Z Fly. And as you can see, it is time for another Live at 5. Welcome, everybody. I'm so glad to be here another week, another hump day. And we're almost there. Can you believe it? I mean, we are almost there. We're almost there to half of the year. We're almost there to June. We're almost there to summer. Going to be, yeah, we're almost there. So yeah, it's a hump day for a lot of things, not just the middle of the week. It's for a lot of things. So we're almost there, and hopefully you all are there, and you're having a great week this week. And listen, you only got 2 more days. We can do it. We can do it. So what I'm saying, there we go. Wondering Wednesday, right? So I'm gonna give you some things to wonder about today. You know how it is when there's a Wondering Wednesday. I give you those things to really ponder on, to really think about, and let's really dissect. Let me tell you something. I am telling you, I have really been chatting with a lot of people lately, and what I see that the issue is with us as human beings is that we still ain't got it together. When you think of history and just the different ideas and thoughts and things, that people created, they was always trying to get it right. There was a point where we was trying to live as close as you could to the Bible, as close as you could to, traditions, as close as you could to just being a great human being, but unfortunately, we still don't got it right. Now, a lot of, I'm not saying that we're bad, but a lot of our traditions and the way that we raise, our youth and our children, I don't know. It's almost like some ingredients have been missing, and then we wonder why our statistics are the way they are, why crime, is the way it is, why, rape and molestation and assault and all these things are the way it is. But you have to think that these human beings who are carrying out these acts were once kids. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like a human being just popped up, as a human being and started doing these crimes. These were children once upon a time. Now I understand that, people are raised differently, and, different situations and different environments that may, have something to do with how they grow up, but still with your parents. So anyway, so yeah, but that's not the topic today. But I'm just saying what I've been, coming in, just talking with different people, you just hear their mindset and the way that they view life and view things. And then you start to be like, well, I can kind of see why we are where we are. And a lot of times people, they get so dug into what they believe, they're not gonna budge. They're not gonna change their way of thinking. So like let's just say a person here in New York, let's just say New Yorkers think this certain way, like, okay, this is how it is, that's how it is, this is how it is, this is how it is. But then let's say this person over here in Switzerland, they have a whole new set of traditions and they don't agree with how people in New York think. So see what I'm saying? It's hard to come on one accord, so I don't know. But anyway, with all that being said, let's go ahead and dive into today's topic. But before I do, once again, go ahead and follow me on all social media that I have. LinkedIn, I never know what I have. LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and there's one on YouTube. There you go. And also be sure to follow, check out my website. It's really, really cool. My website is getting a facelift. And if it's your first time on my website, you wouldn't know if it got a facelift, because you wouldn't know how it, what to compare it with. But yeah, but website, okay, it's definitely the middle of the week for me. I'm ready for Friday. Yay. Okay, I can't get my thoughts together. But yeah, Yeah, so yeah, check out the website. It has a lot of great things. You'll learn all about everything Z Fly, everything Fly World Media, and so much more. Okay, but let's get into the topic. So today we're going to be talking about, it's a Wondering Wednesday, remember. So, do you ever wonder why parents give their daughters toys such as dolls, kitchen sets, playhouses, almost as if preparing them for motherhood one day, but they don't do the same to prepare their sons for fatherhood. Wondering Wednesday. Let's ponder on that. Now, really think about it. Now, I know some of y'all thinking like, you know what? He might be right. I never thought. Right, right. Think about it. Whenever you see daughters, so aren't they always getting dolls? They're always getting kitchen sets, playhouses. Acting like the doll is their little baby, playing house. You know, it's almost like really preparing them for motherhood. Now, mind you, they are children. And we're already giving them dolls and molding them to be a mother one day. Now, I know that people may not look at it like that, but that's kind of what it is. Wow. And you know what? I hate to say it. Wow. This just hit me. It's almost a form of grooming, isn't it? In a sense. Because I was like, you're grooming these daughters to be ready for mothers one day. We're not grooming them or teaching them like for the workforce, for the office, to run a Fortune 500 company. Mm-mm. We're giving them dolls, playhouses, kitchen sets, to be ready, to know how to watch over the children, clean the house, and cook. I'm just saying. And because think about it, we don't do that. We don't. Who does that for the sons? You give a son a doll. Why is it look down upon? Um, if the boy doesn't play house, y'all don't give him a kitchen set. And you know what? And that's what I'm saying. This is what I said. This is why I started out how I did, with just, talking about how people think. Because if we really think about these things, there's something wrong in society. Oh, let me go up a little bit. Okay, I can't even, here we go. There's something wrong in society because if you really think about it, we don't. A lot of parents don't want to do that for their sons because they feel like, well, let's just talk about it, right? They feel like that's making them like weak or it's girly, cooking and playing house and babysitting and things like. See, look, how many times do you see that? You always really see women with the kids. Where's the dad? Now, I will say there are dads that do it because I've seen it. And here's the sad part about it. Every time I do see a dad with the stroller, why is it always like this Kodak moment? Like, see what I'm saying? Isn't it like a Kodak moment whenever you see dad with their daughters or children, pushing the stroller? It shouldn't be a Kodak moment. It should be as regular and usual as when you see a woman do it. See, when you see a woman, it's not a Kodak moment, It's like, okay, we see women with children all the time. But when it's like a dad spending time with his children, it's like a Kodak moment. And it's just really sad that is how it has been. A lot of times, just throughout history, it was always, you want to make the sons tough. Oh, okay, sorry. You want to make the sons tough. You don't want to do anything where they can be weak or perceived as weak. At least that has been the mindset over years. But here's the thing. Here's the crazy thing about it. How is teaching your? I'm sorry, y'all. It's just a lot. It is a lot. How is teaching your sons how to cook making him weak or making him less of a male? It's just crazy. How is teaching your son how to take care of children one day? how is that making him weak? You know what I'm saying? But that's how people think. They feel like it is a woman's job, to watching the kids. She's burying the kids, so she needs to watch the kids. It looks more maternal, for a woman to do that. Um, also too, cooking. That's a woman's job. I mean, how many times have we heard? Have you heard over the years? Oh, the kitchen, that's a woman's place. You know what I'm saying? Why is it a woman's place? See what I mean? Look, see how if you teach your son how to bake cookies, how to make eggs, how to make whatever, how is that bad? And because as we know, like today, some of the great cooks are men, right? Look at your chefs. Look at, but it's funny because it's like when it comes to cooking, it's almost like a man will be a chef. A man will be on a barbecue. It's still gonna have some type of, in people's mind, a masculine tone to it. Opposed to just being in the kitchen with your apron, making eggs for the kids. That for some reason that gives a feminine tone. I don't know. It's just cooking is cooking, right? But see, it's okay for a man to barbecue. Oh yeah, out there on the grill, yeah, got a few beers. So, like I said, do y'all ever think about this, or have you ever thought about this? Why is look at the little girl? She's not happy because she knows that this is going to be her life, you know. And if you really think about it, that's really sad. Think about it. Now she's probably what, I don't know. Let's say 6, 5, 7, somewhere between 5, 6, and 7, right? She's already cooking. I mean, she's cooking too. Look at that. She got a whole, what do you call that thing? Mixer thingy, whatever you call it. Yeah, she got one of those. Like, she's not just making like little easy stuff. Like, she's about to make a whole batch of cookies is what she's doing, and that's normal. Look, her mom's right there. Like, yeah, I did it when I was your age too. And so that's another thing. See, a lot of times these women, they did these things as well, so they never break the cycle. Now you have your daughter doing the same thing, and it just never breaks the cycle from the great grandma, from the grandma, from the mom to the daughter. You just stay in the kitchen, and they felt this is a woman's place. Kitchen, taking care of the kids is a woman's place. And I always thought that it's really a disservice, really, to not allow your boys to do these things. See, I'm going to go ahead on and say it. Parents, you really got to get over this weak and sissy type of mentality. And that's why I say that people don't really understand, I guess, humans or our sexuality or any of those things. Because since when does cooking or baking determine what you're going to be when you grow up? Are you kidding me? So you mean to tell me that now food can make a person be a certain way, or either like a certain sex? That's really what it is. Ain't nobody saying it out loud, but that's what it is. You feel like, oh, if you have your boys in the kitchen cooking, he may grow up to be, a little one day, or if you haven't watched enough of kids, he might be a little but it's okay for the girls to do it. It's crazy. I mean, men help make children, but yet they don't supposed to, well, in a lot of people's mind, they don't supposed to have anything to do with them until they're older, like 18 and, almost grown. Then a man can have something to do with them. But in the beginning stages, okay, we're going to pause that picture right there. In the beginning stages, they just supposed to not have anything to do with it. And now, before I get on this picture, I want to say that I always felt it was a disservice to not allow boys to, now that I think about it and I'm more wiser, yeah, boys should learn how to cook at an early age, or learn how to bake or whatever, learn how to be around kids. Because want to know why? Guess what? Because whenever you don't do that, now they are looking for a woman to cook for them at an older age. I ain't saying no names, but I know someone who said that his dad don't know how to, listen to me, do not know how to do his own laundry. Listen, dad. So we already talking about what, 50s and 50 older, right? An older dad, 50, 60s in that age bracket. doesn't know how to do his laundry, and he still goes back to his mom. Now, mind you, this man is 50 to 60 something years old, and he still goes back to his mom to have his mom wash his clothes. Do you hear what I'm saying? Now, to me, that should be more embarrassing. As a grown man, your mom or your wife, even your wife, has got to wash your clothes. You don't know how to wash your own clothes. He doesn't know how to cook. I don't think he know how to cook an egg. Because see, he was raised in that mentality that a kitchen is the woman's place, the laundry room, all that stuff is the woman's place. He don't know how to wash his clothes. He don't know how to cook grits and eggs and bacon. All he know how to do is go down the street and order stuff. Thank God for Uber Eats and Grubhub and DoorDash, because he be starving right now. And another thing he doesn't do. And the other disservice is not allowing boys to be around kids or I'm not, I mean I'm not we know actually I'm gonna say dolls. A doll isn't feminine or masculine. A doll is representing a newborn. So why do we got in our heads like, oh, that's something feminine, that's for girls? See, and then we wonder why there's so many single mom homes, or what is it, single mother, however you say it. Anyway, this is why. Because we at an early age are telling our boys that this is for women. We're keeping them away from children. Why is it such a crime if your son babysits? I think that's really bad. See, this is why, part of the reason, not all, but I think this is why too, because see, boys are so disattached from the youth and newborns that they don't know how to act. Because now whenever you see a male with a child, isn't it, don't like this weird feeling come over you sometimes, like, don't sit in his lap and you don't kiss him. It's always these weird things. But they could do these things with moms because moms always had this motherly, this maternal thing since young, right? Yeah. So I think hopefully y'all are catching what I'm throwing. Now this picture right here, that's ideal right there. Oh yeah, they're gonna be men one day. They're gonna be one working, bringing home the bread and the bacon. Let's get them ready for the workforce. See, we get our boys ready, our sons ready for the workforce. We get our daughters ready for motherhood and staying in the house. Wow. But you don't get your boys ready for fatherhood. That's what gets me. Now, you get them ready to make a child. Oh, yeah, that's the fun part. Oh, yeah. You know what I'm saying? You encourage them to go make children and spread their seed, but you don't teach them to raise the seed, to father, to be a paternal figure to the seed. Just go make them, but then let her take care of them. But we get ready for the workforce, construction, running jobs, running the city, being a boss. And then we just come home and, you get off of a hard day's of work. You're looking for the food. Where the food? The kids will run to you. Oh, you'll pick them up for a little bit. Oh, yeah. Maybe 5-10 minutes. And then I said, and she been dealing with him, with the kids all day long. I know some people just like that too. Yeah, deal with the woman deal with the kids all day long. The dad comes home after a hard day of work. He's looking for food. His stomach is growling and roaring like a lion. And if the food ain't ready, he's upset. So then when the kids come running, he don't got time for them because he needs to feed that belly first. Yeah, look at that. Mm-hmm. See, trucks, diesels, that's what you do. Something masculine. And, and it's just so ridiculous to me because males, we actually have an X and a Y chromosome. We actually have the both chromosomes. We have the feminine and we have the masculine. But for whatever reason, parents and most people in society only wants to focus on the masculine when it comes to males. Just forget he got an X. Oh, that X, that's nothing now. Just focus on the masculine. So it's almost like a part of us is supposed to be suppressed. A part of males is supposed to be overlooked. We got an X, so we have that those feminine qualities, those feminine traits. It shouldn't be nothing to be ashamed of because it's in us. Like biologically, males have an X and a Y chromosome, but just focus on the Y. Don't raise your son to learn how to be a dad one day. Just raise him how to be a playboy one day. I tell you, you raise them how to be a playboy, but not a dad, not a good dad. But then you hear all these things. These children and grown-ups say, "Oh yeah, my dad wasn't there. I wish my dad was there, but he wasn't raised to be there." Wow, that needs to be a banner. He was not raised to be there. Okay. Y'all better ponder on that. Wow. He wasn't raised to be there. Oh wow. Anyway, and also too, what really sparked this topic today was if some of y'all, if you remember the cartoon Heathcliff. Now I know some of y'all might be like, Heathcliff. Some of y'all barely probably remember Garfield. Now Heathcliff, he was a thing too. There he go right there. Now listen, I'm not telling my age because listen, you can watch all kinds of stuff these days. People, oh, he know Heathcliff. How old is he? No, listen, you can stream the oldest cartoons to the newest cartoons. So you could be 5 years old and know about Heathcliff because he's on Paramount Plus. If y'all got it, okay. Anyway, so Heathcliff, I was watching. It was an episode where there was like a little kitten, and Heathcliff was watching the kitten because the kitten was lost or something. And there was like some alley cats from the neighborhood, and they saw Heathcliff, watching over the little kitten, and so like the alley cats was like, "Hey Heathcliff, what are you doing? I know you're not watching over this little baby. That's sissy stuff." And then they said something like they said, "Oh yeah, watching kids is only for girls and cream puffs." Now, I believe Heathcliff we came out in the 80s, but did you hear that? Watching kids is sissy stuff, number one, and it's only for girls and cream puffs. And if you wonder what they mean by cream puffs, go look it up, okay? So this was back in the 80s. So that goes to show you that just the mentality of human beings. See, it's just a horrible, cringy look for whatever reason to see males dealing with kids, to see males cooking, to see males doing laundry, to see males doing anything in the house and anything with kids. It's just cringy, and I think that's very bad. And that explains why we are where we are today with the fathers not being in the house. Not every situation, but a lot. I think it has a lot to deal with it. Fathers not being in the house, the single mother homes and all this stuff. Because with the mentality like this, where you already are telling men to not, don't know, you don't babysit. Well, why not? Why can't I? That's good teaching, as a youth. The same way we have girls, daughters babysit at a young age, it's also good for guys. So one day whenever they do grow up and have children, they have that connection with the child. See, whenever you are just always stayed away from children, you don't even know how they are. A while back, I told you all that there was a guy that said he never understood women until he had a daughter. Ain't that bad? He didn't even understand women until he had a daughter. So if we're just not put in children's, look at it, playhouse, all that stuff. They're just silly and foolish. But then, just get them ready. Look, a princess. Yeah, you're a princess. You wait for your prince. The prince never comes along because they stay a toad. A lot of times people, they never raise a man or a guy or a boy to be a prince. They raise him to be a toad. But yet you're telling the girl to wait for a prince. Well, what's she waiting for? That's why, a lot of women are single, waiting for the prince, but they're toads. They was never, anyway. Okay, enough of that. Anyway, so hopefully y'all get the idea. That was my Wondering Wednesday. So hopefully I get y'all something to wonder about. Let's do better. Let me tell you something. Put your son, give him something to cook. Yeah, cooking. Listen, go in your kitchen. Okay, Go in your kitchen right now and tell me if you see labels that says woman's place, female, femininity. I thought a kitchen was just a room. We have to eat. Let me tell you something. I live here by myself. If you think I'm waiting for a woman, a mom, a sister, a grandma, or somebody to come cook for me, I'll be starving. Do you hear me? And then you go broke with Grubhub and Uber Eats. They got all these service charges and service fees. You're gonna go broke. So men, you better get in there and start cooking. Y'all are ridiculous. I know men. They can't even make an egg. Now, if you can't even make an egg, then yeah, to me you're crippled. Yeah, it's nothing good to be like, oh yeah, I don't cook. You should be ashamed of yourself. You are 50 and 60 and sometimes 70 years old and can't even cook. Now, that is my Wondering Wednesday of the day. Listen. I don't talk my battery down. Now let me plug my thing up. Okay, so now we're gonna get into what's happening June 1st, everybody. I want to see y'all June 1st. Hold on, looking for my cord. Wait a minute, y'all, because I'm telling you, because it'll cut us off. I want to see y'all June 1st. You know where I want to see you June 1st? Hold on. I want to see you in Harlem. That's right, in Harlem at the Lavender Project fundraiser that's happening June 1st at Harlem from 1 to 6. We're going to have a great time. Okay, we're going to have a great time. We're going to be, what are we going to be doing? Oh, we're going to be talking about, women diagnosed or living with endometrial cancer. So it's going to be a great thing. Yes, it's brought to you by Forever Live Young Entertainment, and the Lavender Project is, all about educating women and men on uterine cancer, gynecologic cancer, and also this is the website as well. So y'all kind of seeing how the website looks whenever you do go to it. So yeah, if you click on Giving is Good, that is our philanthropy section of the website, and you'll see everything Lavender. And so there you go. So yeah, so it's going to be June 1st, Harlem. The address is 246 Lenox Avenue. Is really easy to get to. If you go to take the 203 train to 125th, and actually, if you go to upcoming events, you will see the flyer and everything. So you go to upcoming events, and yeah, then you'll see the flyer, and also too, you'll be able to reserve your spot as well. So yeah, so that's June 1st in Harlem, New York, from 1 to 6 p.m. And we're gonna have a great time. We're gonna have comedians there. We're gonna have a vocalist there. There will be a raffle drawing. Oh, we're gonna have three raffles with some great gifts as well. So you have 3 chances to win. Also too, the first 20 people that arrive will get a swag bag. So be one of the first. So that means don't be coming all late. You know what I'm saying? You might miss your gift bag. And trust me, so we're definitely gonna have some swaggy gifts in there for you. So the first 20 people will receive a gift bag. We're also going to have vendors there as well. So, you know what I'm saying? It also doubles as a pop-up shop. So it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. So, once again, June 1st, Harlem, New York, 1 to 6 p.m. If you do want to be a vendor, we still got some space available. So email us right here, either vendors@flyentertainment.media or Yoli's Kitchen 2020@gmail.com. So if you are interested in being a vendor, and we're looking for all types of vendors, from apparel, from bath and body, to hardware, to food, well, whatever, So yeah, let us know, email us, put in the subject line vendors or something like that, and that way we'll know what it's about, and we'll go from there. All right. So this will be circulating as well on my social media. So yeah, so definitely check it out. All right. So I'll definitely hope to see you all there June 1st. And let's have a great time. You know what I'm saying? Let's have fun with the cause. Okay. And I'm gonna show you my social media, and I'm out of here. But until next time, everybody, definitely stay fly. Okay. Not too high. Okay. And just enjoy yourself. Here's my social media right here. Hopefully you enjoyed this Wondering Wednesday live at 5, brought to you by Fly World Media. Hopefully, it gave you something to think about. And like I said, once again, um, listen, we got to teach our sons better. We got to teach our sons better because, like I said, if we don't, we're going to keep this thing in the same predicaments as we have been. Like I said, one single parent homes, fathers not, taking care of the children. And then you wonder why. But look how they started out. What did I say earlier? They wasn't raised. What I say? I don't know what I said, but it's still like they wasn't raised to be there, or they wasn't raised to be there for the children. Yeah. We wonder why. Well, why he never around? Well, he wasn't raised to be around. I'm telling you, the ingredients that we put into the youth at their young age, most of the time, not all, most of the time will determine how they'll be when they grow up. You know what I'm saying? Think about yourself. Think about yourself. The ingredients that was instilled in you by either parents or older adults or guardians or whomever. Don't you still, have some of those traditions and beliefs and things from a youth? So if we're not raising our sons to be fathers one day, like we are our daughters, and why are we raising our daughters to be mothers one day, but we're not raising our sons to be fathers? Or how about just let the kids be kids? Like, why are we starting kids out so young anyway to learn how to cook and learn how to raise children? And then y'all wonder when they 11 and 12, why they having children? Well, y'all been teaching them how to have children, so now they 11 and 12. Well, I'm about to get off. I'm about to go. All right, this will go on for a whole hour. All right, y'all. I will talk to y'all later. Check me out next week for another weekly thing. All right, I'm your guy Z Fly, and until next time, go right here to the website. Check me out for all things Z Fly and Fly World Media.